Hello viewers, welcome to our YouTube channel. We are BIGBEN, the language school. This is Ruchika. जैसा कि आप सब लोग जानते हैं लॉकडाउन पीरियड चल रहा है और इस लॉकडाउन पीरियड में मोस्टली लोग वर्क फ्रॉम होम कर रहे हैं और स्टूडेंट भी घर से ही स्टडी करना पसंद कर रहे हैं आजकल। तो क्यों ना हम इस लॉकडाउन पीरियड को थोड़ा यूटिलाइज करें और आज हम सीखते हैं एक फ्रेश लैंग्वेज। हाँ, तो वी आर गोइंग टू लर्न टुडे अ फ्रेंच लैंग्वेज। जैसे कि आप जानते हैं फ्रेंच लैंग्वेज इज वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग लैंग्वेज एंड दिस इज द सेकंड लार्जेस्ट स्पोकन लैंग्वेज इन द वर्ल्ड। तो आज हमारे पास एक एक्सपर्ट ट्रेनर अवेलेबल है, मिस करीना सत्रा। हाय करीना।
Hi.
So can you please tell us what we are going to learn in French language today?
Okay. So hello viewers. So today in this lesson we are supposed to learn the alphabets and the accents in the French language. French is a really very beautiful language and I hope you like the session very much. So let's begin.
Okay ma'am, start.
Yeah. So starting with the alphabets. So the French language has a really very similar script to the English one. As you can see on the screen, all the letters are just like English, A to Z. The only difference over here is the pronunciation. So the pronunciation of the French language is a bit different. It's not difficult at all. It just comes out with practice. So let's start with it.
Okay ma'am.
So the alphabets in French are called as les alphabets. Les alphabet means the alphabets.
Les alphabets.
Les alphabet. S over here is silent. So it's a rule in French that last letter in French is always silent. It's silent the maximum of times.
Okay ma'am, it's les alphabet.
Yes. So now let's begin with the letters. A in French is pronounced as A. A.
A as in A.
B as B. B.
B as in B.
C as say. Say. English wala I am saying or I say. Say.
C as in say.
Yes. D like they. They.
D as in they.
E as in It's not you or something, it's
E as in A.
F just like normal English. F. F.
F as in F.
The letter G is pronounced as J. So basically in French, the letter G is pronounced as J and J is pronounced as G. It's inverse in French. So it's J. J.
G as in J.
Yes. The letter H is pronounced as Ash. Ash.
H as in Ash.
Yes. Letter I is pronounced as E. English wala E. E.
E as in E.
Yes. Now, as I told you, G is pronounced as J and J is pronounced as G. So, over here, the letter J is pronounced as G. G.
G as in G.
Great. So, let's go on to the next letter. K. K is pronounced as Ka. Ka.
K as in Ka.
Letter L is pronounced as normal English L. L.
L as in L.
Yes. M is pronounced just like English M.
M as in M.
Yes. Letter N is pronounced as N. Like English again.
N as in N.
Yes. Letter O is pronounced as O. O.
O as in O.
Yes. The letter P is pronounced as pay, pay. Her sound at the end, pay.
P as in pay.
Letter Q is pronounced as Hindi wala Q, Q.
Q as in Q.
The letter R in French is pronounced as air, air.
R as in air.
Yes. While you're pronouncing R, just try to stretch it a bit. It's air, air.
R as in air.
Great. The next one we have is S, S.
S as in S.
Just like English. The letter T is pronounced as te.
T as in say.
Yes. The letter U is pronounced very similar to the English one, you. Just a her sound at the end, you.
U as in you.
Yes. The letter V is pronounced as way, way.
V as in way.
Yes. Letter W is pronounced as dubla way. Now what is dubla way? It's just like double V. Double V. Dubla way. Dubla way.
W as in dubla way.
Yes. X just like eeks. Eeks.
X as in eeks.
Y like Y. Y.
Y as in Y.
Z just like English wala Z. Z.
Z as in Z.
Yeah, so I hope the letters are clear. So as you can see on the PPT presentation that below the letters, the pronunciation are written. So let's just pronounce for the one last time together. So
Okay.
it's A,
A,
Be,
be,
Se,
say,
De,
they,
A, F,
F,
J,
J,
Ash,
Ash,
E,
E,
G,
G,
Ka,
Ka,
L,
L,
M,
M,
N,
N,
O,
O,
P,
P,
Q,
Q,
Air,
Air,
S,
S,
T,
T,
U,
U,
V,
V,
dubla V,
dubla V,
X,
X,
Y,
Y,
Z.
Z.
Bravo. I hope you liked it.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So let's move on to our activity. It's a really, really very interesting activity. And I hope you like it too. So it's basically trying to pronounce your name in French. Basically, your name in any language does not change. For example, if my name is Krina, in French, in Marathi, in Hindi, or maybe in Chinese, it's also Krina, the same. But we just do this activity so as to improve our pronunciation and to learn the alphabets in a better way. So, my name in French is known as Krina. My name in English is known as Krina. So, it is written as K-R-E-N-A. K-R-E-N-A. When I pronounce it, when I take each and every alphabet and I pronounce it, it comes out to be Ka and air becomes care. It comes out to be care. I is pronounced as E, so Karina. So Karina is my name in French. I like my French name more. So even you try it and let us know your name in the comment section below. So Ruchika, let's try your name in French.
Yes, Reena, please.
Yeah. So your name has air.
Air.
You
say
ash. So, just a small disclaimer. The names which have ash, Y, Z, their name comes out to be really very weird. The reason is just that these letters are not pronounced the same way in English. Others are very similar to the English ones. So, yet we'll try our best to do this. So, it's air, you becomes air you. Add C, that is say to it. Air you say. H is ash, so air you say ash. And I is E, so air you say ashi. So your name, Ruchika, in French is air you say ashi. Air you say ashi. Do you like your French name or you prefer your English name?
Yeah, it's very interesting name, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I hope the alphabets are very much clear to you. So do you have any questions for me?
Yes, ma'am. I have a question for you, ma'am. I just wanted to know what is the scope of French language, ma'am?
Okay, so according to me, French language or learning any language is always a benefit. May it be professionally or may it be academically. So French language has a great scope. It just adds a great mark in your CV. It also adds just a great mark in your Canada migration, Canada or Quebec migration. So French is very useful for migration purposes also. People learn French as they want to migrate in some French-speaking country. And also, teaching is always an option for the French learners.
All right, ma'am. So can you please tell us after how many levels student can be eligible for any kind of job in corporate sector or as a trainer?
Okay, so as we all know, there are 7 levels in French, 6 levels in French. A1, A2, B1, B2, C1 and C2. There are 6 levels. So A1 and A2 are the basic levels in French. So once you do the basic levels, you're able to communicate, you're able to understand the French language. But as you go on to the B1 and B2 level, your level increases. It's just like learning in a better way. You'll try to understand their culture and you're able to speak very fluently. So according to B1 and B2 level are required for any job purposes.
All right, ma'am. Can you please tell me, either the French language is easier to learn or is very tough to learn, ma'am?
So basically, the French script is very similar to the English ones. While we are learning this language, you will just get to know there are many words which in English which are borrowed from the French language. So now you can understand that English and French are quite similar. Just again, one difficulty which everyone faces is, even I had faced this difficulty. So the one difficulty which everyone faces is the pronunciation. But it again comes with practice. If you practice more, it just comes out to be very great.
All right, ma'am. Okay, thank you, ma'am. Let's move further, ma'am.
Yeah. Yeah. So the topic which we are going to cover it up next are the accents. Now, what are accents in French? For example, the best way I can explain it to you is when I hope everyone over here would know Hindi, Marathi, or any other languages. So when you're doing Hindi and Marathi, in Hindi, Marathi, there are kanas and matras almost in all the words. So those kanas and matras in French are called as accents. That's just a simple definition about the accents. Now, but again, in Marathi, Hindi, there are lots and lots of kanas and matras. There are many kanas and matras to put by heart or stuff. But in French, there are only 5 accents, okay? Out of the 5 accents, the 4 accents are on vowels. And the one is on the consonant C, okay? So, first, before going further, let's study about the vowels. So, the vowels in French are A, E, I, O, U, H, and Y. H and Y are also vowels in French, but they are silent vowels. Now, you would be wondering what are silent vowels. So, silent vowels are nothing but they are not applicable for certain rules. So, in French, vowels have certain rules, and out of which H and Y are not applicable. One great rule is les accents. You can just identify seeing the appearance that or the letters used on table or column that H and Y do not have accents. So that is why they are silent vowels. Okay?
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
Yeah. So let's begin. The accents in French are called as les accents.
Les accents.
Yes. So accents are used to improve the pronunciation of a word. The pronunciation of a word completely changes with an accent.
Okay.
The pronunciation of the word changes completely with the accent.
Okay, ma'am.
So, as I told you, there are 5 accents. First 4 accents are on vowels and last one is on the consonant C. So, let's just begin. So, the first accent which we are going to do is accent aigu. Accent aigu.
Accent aigu.
Yes, it is only used with the letter E. Only used with the letter E. Now, how does it look like or how to remember it? As we all have studied acute angle triangle in English, it's on this side. So that is the way accent aigu is on the right hand side. Accent aigu. In English, it is also called as acute accent. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
And the pronunciation of this accent is, for example, I'll just give you one simple example. Hindi mein when we use a ki matra, the a ki matra in French is accent aigu. Okay, so it's like étudiant, étudiant, which means a student.
Étudiant is a student.
Yes. Yeah, as I told you, T is silent. As I have already mentioned you before, that the last letter in French is always silent. But again, étudiant, which means a student. Now, why A? So, usually, just we studied the alphabets previously, we learned that E is pronounced as A in French. So, A plus A ki matra in Hindi becomes A, right? So, it's étudiant. Compare a bit with Hindi. It will be more easier for you. Étudiant, which means a student.
Étudiant.
Now,
student.
Yes. So, the second accent which we have is accent grave. Accent grave.
Accent grave.
Yes. So it's just the opposite of accent aigu. It's on the left hand side on the letters A, E, and U. Okay.
Okay.
You can look into the appearance. How does it look like? A, E, and U. Okay. Now, there is no such pronunciation technique for accent grave, accent circonflex, and accent trema. These 3 just comes out with different words. The pronunciation is different for different words in French. There are only 2 pronunciation techniques for accents. One is for accent aigu, and the last one, which we shall do it further on. Yeah. So, just a moment. Yeah. Accent grave, it's only on A, E, and U. A great example is U. U means where. U, the letter U means where.
U means where.
Now, while we are doing accent grave, I would like to draw your attention to a really important part. Now, can see, I have written down on the screen, OU is equals to OR. Now, what does it mean? I mean to say is, OU graph becomes where, but OU without the accent graph becomes OR. The pronunciation is the same. It's oo and oo, but the meaning completely changes. So I hope you understand like what are the importance of accent. It's not the same with all words that if for example, if I remove a accent ague from a to beyond, the meaning changes. No, it's not the same. But there are several words of which the meaning changes. One great example is oo. Oo means where. OU without the accent graph, again oo means or. Okay, so I hope you know like how important the accents are.
Right, ma'am.
Yes. So let's move on to the next accent. It's accent circumflex. Accent circumflex. Now,
Accent circumflex.
yes, people find this name a bit difficult. So I have just come out with a great thing to remember it. It's you can remember it by like sir is having conflex, circumflex. It's just a remembering technique, okay? So it's accent circumflex. I hope you will never forget it again. Accent circumflex.
Accent circumflex.
Great. So I think this becomes easier for you now. I hope you will never forget it.
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So how does accent circumflex looks like? It is just like a small mountain or a half triangle on the letters, on all the vowels basically, A, E, I, O, U. Not on the silent vowels, but yes, on other vowels, that is A, E, I, O, U. So A, E, I, O, U has accent circumflex. It looks like a small mountain or a small triangle on the top of A, E, I, O, U. The example is foray. Foray, which means forest. Foray, forest.
Foray is in forest.
Yes. Now, as over here, you see that foray, again, I just did not pronounce the T. So this rule is applicable for almost everywhere. That last letter in French is always silent.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. So moving on to the next accent, which is accent trema. Accent trema. Now, what is accent trema? It is really a very rare accent in French. There are really very less words with accent trema found. Okay. So, how does it appear to be like? Accent trema appears like two dots on E, I, and U. It is pronounced as accent trema.
Accent trema.
Yes, it looks like E, I, and U with two dots above it. Okay? It is only used with the letters E, I, and U. Okay?
Okay, okay.
A very important and a really very great example is Noel. Noel, which means Christmas. Noel.
Noel means Christmas.
Yes, it's pronounced as Noel. Noel.
Noel.
Yeah, but you have to pronounce it together. So Noel.
Noel.
Yes. So I hope you know that Christmas is a really very important word for the French language. It's the most celebrated festival in France. So Noel, which means Christmas.
Noel means Christmas.
Yes. I hope till here it's very much clear with you.
Clear, ma'am.
Yeah. The last accent which we have is accent cedille. Accent cedille.
Accent cedille.
Accent cedille. Yes. Now, how does it appear to look like? It's C. It's the letter C, and then half 5 or ulta C or half 5. So for our viewers, I'll just write it down once again so that it's more clear with them. We wrote a C, and then we can write it as half C. I have written it a bit bigger because so as you can see it very clearly, but it's actually a bit smaller than it. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. So it's accent cédille. Accent cédille.
Accent cédille.
Yes. Now, let's switch a bit to English now. Let's take any of the words starting with the letter C. For example, cake, or let's take cat. Now, in this cake and cat, what is the sound of the letter C? The sound of the letter C is K or ka basically. Cake, cat, cake, cat. There are many words in English with the letter C pronounced as K or something, having the sound of K in the letter C. So this, in the same way, we have many words in French too, having the sound of letter K, having the sound of C, but pronouncing it as K. A great example is cafe. Cafe, which means coffee or cafe as well. So cafe in this C is pronounced as K or ka, cafe. But now many nouns or many words in French with the letter C are pronounced with K or S sound. So basically, when we have letter C, cédille, the accent cédille is there with us, we pronounce it with the letter S. The pronunciation goes like so. Okay?
Okay.
So, yes. So, it is garçon. Garçon, which means a boy.
Garçon means boy.
Yes, garçon. If the accent C cédille would not be there, we could have pronounced it either garçon maybe, but as it's there, we pronounce it as garçon.
Okay.
It's garçon.
Garçon.
Yes. So I hope the accents are very much clear to you.
Yes, ma'am. It's very clear.
So okay, thank you. So let's quickly revise it once more.
Yes.
So the accents in French are called as les accents.
Les accents.
5 accents, 4 on vowel, 1 on the consonant C. So the first accent is accent aigu.
Accent aigu.
Only used with the letter C. Only used with the letter E.
Okay.
And example is étudiant. Étudiant, which means a student.
Étudiant is a student.
Yes. The pronunciation is A. A.
A.
Yes. The next accent which we have is accent grave.
Accent grave.
Used on A, E and U. Example, où. Où means where.
Où means where.
Yes. The next example, accent. Yes, you got it right. Accent circonflexe.
Accent circonflexe.
It's on A, E, I, O and U. Example, forêt. Forêt, which means forest.
Forêt means forest.
Yes. The second last accent which we have is accent tréma. Accent tréma.
Accent tréma.
Used with the letters E, I and U, one of the rarest accent. Example, Noel, Christmas. Don't forget this example, please.
Noel is it Christmas.
Yes. Accent cédille.
Accent cédille.
Used only with the letter C, having the sound of S. Example, garçon.
Garçon.
Garçon, which means a boy.
Garçon is it boy.
Great. I hope the accents are very much clear to you.
It's clear, ma'am. It's very much clear.
Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
So any other questions you want to ask from your side?
Yes, ma'am. I have another question here. सी स्टूडेंट जो स्टूडेंट बाहर जाना चाहते हैं फॉर अब्रॉड, स्पेसिफिकली
Yeah.
उनके लिए है फॉर द इमिग्रेशन पर्पस। तो उन्हें फ्रेंच लैंग्वेज जो है वो कितने लेवल तक वो कर सकते हैं ताकि वो इमिग्रेशन के लिए आगे कंसीडर हो सकें?
Okay, so basically, immigration के लिए there's an exam called TEF, TEF, TEF examination, just known for immigration to Canada or French-speaking countries like Quebec. Yeah.
Okay.
So for that, the student needs to be at least B1 or B2. The exams are really very similar to DELF exams. Now, what are DELF exams? DELF exams are diploma in French language. It's like each and every level has a DELF exam. A1, A2, B1, B2, C1, C2. Each of the levels has a DELF exam. So once you clear the DELF exams, you get a diploma certificate in your hand. But the TEF exam is really very similar to the DELF exam. So for clearing TEF exam for immigration purposes, the
Okay.
student needs to complete at least B1 or B2 level.
All right, ma'am. So, ma'am, is it very important to give every level's exam?
It depends on you again. According to me, I would suggest you to give every exam, so as you know where you stand exactly. For example, let's take a great example. People choose to give directly A2 or B1. They skip A1 exams usually. But what happens in this cases, they are confident. If they are really very much confident that yes, I can score much better in A1, so let's just give it a try for A2. It's a great thinking. But in case if you just fail in A2, I hope it does not happen ever. But in case if it happens, then what will you do? You at least have your A1 level certificate if you give your A1 examination as well. If you still have your A1 certificates with you. So I would prefer or I would suggest all the viewers to give all the level examination so as to know where you stand exactly. And also, if you are just caring about the scores, so let me just tell you, for any job purposes or for any immigration, they just consider the highest level you have done. They won't see A1, A2 certificates or even A2 score. But yet, some companies and some offices do see it. So it's really great if you are scoring 90, 95 in A1 and maybe 90 or 85 in A2. Then if you give both of the certificates, if you show both of the certificates, it really has a great impact. They think that yes, A1B is ekdam strong hai, A2B is strong hai. So in this case, I would suggest that it is possible for you to give both the exams together. So like while you are doing A2, you can give A1. After completing A2, you can give A1, A2 both together as well, so as to score better.
All right, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am, for giving this important information to our viewers. और आज जो भी आपने पढ़ाया, it was very interesting, ma'am. And आज हमने पढ़े हैं कुछ अल्फाबेट्स जिस पे हमने वर्कआउट भी किया और हमने 5 तरह से एक्सेंट फ्रेंच लैंग्वेज में सीखे हैं। तो ये क्लासेस बहुत ज़्यादा फ्रूटफुल होंगी हमारे व्यूवर्स के लिए भी। और मैं व्यूवर्स को ये भी कहना चाहती हूँ कि अगर आपको हमारा सेशन बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग लगा है तो आप हमें कॉल कर सकते हैं। मेरा नाम रुचिका है, जैसे कि मैंने आपको बताया, आप मुझे कॉल कर सकते हो। मेरा कॉन्टैक्ट नंबर है 9805371026। आई रिपीट, इट्स 9805371026। आप मुझे कॉल कर सकते हो और अगर आप क्रीना से क्वेश्चन पूछना चाहते हो तो आप मुझे मैसेज भी कर सकते हो। हम लोग एक ग्रुप जनरेट कर रहे हैं, ग्रुप बना रहे हैं व्हाट्सएप में ही, जो फ्रेंच लैंग्वेज का ग्रुप होगा जिसमें आप क्रीना से क्वेश्चन पूछ सकते हो फ्रेंच लैंग्वेज के रिगार्डिंग। थैंक यू सो मच क्रीना, थैंक यू सो मच फॉर दिस वेरी नॉलेजेबल क्लास। तो हम एक नेक्स्ट सेशन में मिलेंगे। आप बता सकते हो हम नेक्स्ट सेशन में क्या करने वाले हैं?
Yes, definitely. So the topics which we are going to cover in the next session are salutations. Salutations means greetings. So salutations are very important. Like once you do salutations, you need to आप फिर एक दूसरे के साथ communicate कर सकते हो, आप एक दूसरे को greet कर सकते हो. It is a really interesting topic. And the next, the numbers. So the numbers are a really interesting and a fun topic to do in French. You might not like it, you might like it, you might love it, you might hate it. There are 4 possibilities. So to get to know your possibilities, you can just meet us in our next session and learn the numbers with us.
ओके, थैंक यू सो मच रीना. तो अब हम अपने नेक्स्ट सेशन में मिलेंगे. थैंक यू सो मच व्यूअर्स फॉर वाचिंग अस. थैंक यू.
Thank you so much everyone.
ओके.